What's going on, you guys? Sinister R6 back with another video. Today's topic is going to be something a little different. Um, so earlier this week, I was going through a lot of my games in my collection, man, and I was noticing that I don't really play a lot of them. You know, they're just taking up space, gathering dust. So I thought about, hey, let me sell some of these games that I don't play. Now, the idea sounded pretty good when I thought of it, and then when I gathered the games up and I put them on Craigslist, like a weird feeling came over me, you know? Um, Even though I didn't play these games, I still had an attachment to them because a lot of these games that I got rid of is some of the first like scores that I got, like my Mega Mans and a couple other games or whatever on the regular Nintendo and Super Nintendo. But I am not a big Nintendo fan. Like, I'm not a Nintendo guy, I'm a Sega guy. And when I first got into collecting, I was collecting not what I wanted, but it was like the cool thing to collect or what everybody was looking for and shit like that. So I was getting all the Mega Mans and the Bucky O'Hares and just a bunch of shit that I got because I seen everybody else getting them, but that's not what I really wanted, you know. So I put a bunch of these games on Craigslist, and instantly, as soon as like Mega Man X1, X2, the minute I put those up, I got like 50 emails within like an hour, man, and it was overwhelming. Getting that kind of response because it's like I didn't know if people were doing it just to try to resell it and make more money, because I wasn't trying to really make money off of them like that, like not like how like a reseller does. I'm just trying to get rid of them so I can get like either imports or RPGs that I want to play or that I want. You know, I'm trying to get rid of games I don't play for games I want. So what became hard about that, I didn't want to sell it to anybody that would try to go and really try to make a profit off these games, like the Mega Man games, like for instance, the Mega Man games that I had. So not only was I overwhelmed because, you know, I had a connection, I had like attachment to my games, it was overwhelming because I'm going through and trying to see if the person that I was going to end up selling to was doing it because they really wanted it to actually play and enjoy the game, or they were collecting it just for it to sit there, or they were just getting it to try to resell it. So going through all that was like really stressful. And then, you know, I met this guy for like Mega Man X1, X2. I met this guy and we were talking, and I really realized that he really wanted to play these games. He was a newer collector, and I really connected with him. And he drove up, I gave him the games, and we talked a little bit more, and I actually gave it to him for way less than what I was asking for, just because I understand being a new collector, and I really do believe in paying it forward. So I gave him those, and we went and bought our way. But on the way back, it was kind of an emotional feeling, you know, because I take this collecting shit seriously. I don't do it because it's a fad. I don't do it because, you know, I see other people doing it. I do it because this is my hobby. I enjoy this. I take this shit seriously. So even though I didn't play the games, they were gathering dust, and I knew I needed to get rid of those games for somebody else to enjoy them instead of them gathering dust and not getting the use of them. It bothered me, you know, because, you know, that's my shit. So pretty much what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be getting rid of a lot of the games that I don't play or I don't enjoy, or they're not gonna do me any good. So I'm gonna get rid of those. A majority of my Super Nintendo in my Nintendo collection, and going ahead and get either imports or more Sega games. Like all the Mega Mans that I got rid of, because I got rid of all of them. I had 1 through 6, and then I had X1, X2. This is just for example. I got rid of all of those. I'm gonna get them imported. I'm gonna import them on Super Famicom and the Famicom and have those, because I can get those. I can get all those for the price of like Mega Man 2, which is like $20-$30. And just work on that. But I want to know if any of you guys, sold a part of your collection, even though you might not have thought that you were going to sell a piece of your collection. How did you feel when you sold those games? Did it not bother you? Did it bother you? Did you was like, it's whatever? I want to know you guys' responses on this, because for me personally, it was rough, man. That shit was tough. I didn't think I would get upset for selling some of my games, but I just wanted to make a quick video on that, man. And this is Central Arc 6 out. Peace.